Once we have established the students that will be using the mobile learning program and have gone over the implementation as far as the network hardware, software, and devices, we want to try to get the community engaged. So parents would be asked to attend an informational meeting programming or highlighting the need for the program, the devices used within the program, the curriculum followed within the program, the student and parent responsibility, and the faculty that would be involved with the program. Once this has happened, the students that would be selected to be involved in the program would be required to attend a meeting along with their parents covering a clear description of the program, a timeline of the program, establishing how often they would be required to be online and how that would be monitored, along with how they would be expected to be using the program itself. Complete outline of student and parents' rights and guidelines to be followed, along with their agreement of the network usage policy would be involved. Also, once the students have been chosen within the program, they would be introduced to the faculty involved in the program. So below, the next few slides would actually be at the informational meeting to get parents interested into it. So we would start off with just information as to mobile learning and how it would actually be considered the future of education. And then a few questions are designed to get the parents and students hooked onto the program, thinking about the program itself. And are you a person who loves technology? Do you like using a computer? Are you easily distracted in the classroom or your classmates? So if they would answer yes to any of those, then maybe mobile learning would be the way for them to go. And as they think about mobile learning, then we also address why we would use mobile learning in an attempt to increase the attention of your child and get more enhanced education with the mobile learning aspect. With mobile learning, we would actually get your children or your child a more individualized attention while still being involved in the classroom setting, or they would have the freedom to actually do the work at home on their own and with able to use other students along with them. Along with that, the learning program allows students to actually use resources that would be relevant in today's technology-rich workplace. As we know, many and almost all workplaces are using some form of technology today. And with the technology we would offer them, we would be helping them use the mobile learning program within the school building. It would be no cost to the families. So we were already using the devices within the school, and if they would like to use their own existing computer, still there's no upfront or any cost to them due to the fact that the student is still considered enrolled in a Ohio Department of Education curriculum. They would be getting all the necessary curriculum within the school itself. And we would also be thinking about more professionalism as they go through the program. It would be a curriculum adopted by the states. They would require to get the same number of course credits and pass graduations tests as any student would do. And the teachers must be licensed by the state, and due to the fact that they would be having more technology, they would actually be carefully screened to give the student the best possible experience. So a mobile learning environment would allow and be more successful for your student and your graduate. And again, we would think about this as our student, our teacher, parent introduction information meeting to the parents to get them hooked on mobile learning. Thank you for that. But also within the mobile learning as how we would roll it out to actually the community. So, and after looking at the student involvement, they would have to go through that application process. And once they are involved with that application process, they would actually be accepted and have to attend a mandatory meetings to go over the curriculum and the acceptable usage and care of the device and network usage. The meeting will be in the form of a series, with the last meeting to be completed actually on the devices the students would be using. The parents would also be required to attend these meetings so they understand what would be happening with the parents, and so also so the community knows, or the district knows, that the parents are going to be involved within the learning process. So the attendance would be also allow the parents and teachers to interact with one another, and the meetings would go over the responsibilities of the parents with the students in the program. Once the students have gone through these meetings along with the parents, so the students would start to understand how technology would be used in everyday life, and not only communication but in play for manners, and they would have to go through a rigorous training. So the practice of this will allow students to become more efficient in word processing, database creation, spreadsheet creation, and reading of spreadsheets, and they would also become more advanced in online communication, which is necessary for a student to excel in the 21st century technology environment. Now, after, and how would we adjust and evaluate the plan? Well, after the first year of the program, the teachers and students' performance would be evaluated. The district would go over the amount of time that the student and teacher was logged into the computer. They would monitor how well the student did on their test scores and how effectively the teacher was able to give them individualized instructions. So the they would also be given a personal evaluation on how well they thought their performance was, and this will also cover their experience within the program. The parents would also be given an evaluation form and to see how their feelings of the program was going on. So we would have all those as performance indicators to see how well the teacher, the student, and the parents felt the program went. This would allow us to adjust the program for years to come. The students would also have to take the same course exams as the regular class students would, and their scores would be reviewed and compared to the traditional students. The hope to make this successful is that the mobile learning students would have an increase of 3 to 5% in technological and problem-solving skills to over the traditional student. This would say that we are giving them much more success in the program and that our program was successful. If we did not reach this technological or problem-solving skills, we would reevaluate the program and see if there were any necessary changes to be made. Overall, I believe that this mobile learning is the way of the future, and I would like to see many schools going towards this mobile learning technology and also program. Thank you very much.